What's going on, guys? I want to welcome you back. Good morning. I want to officially welcome you to Season 2. And do you smell that false confidence that you might actually have competent teammates this time around? Probably won't, but we do have a new map, new hero, and we've got a bunch of new balance changes that are going to definitely shake things up. And right now is the perfect time to find your new perfect main for the months ahead as we hit the Hellfire Gala season. And there's plenty of heroes that are going to do just fine in this season, but we're going to look today at the ones that stand out above the rest in their respective role and which ones I think are going to shine this season in casual play, competitive play, and pro play. Let's jump in. Now, given we have a brand new hero in the role, it feels only right to start in the Vanguard department, the tanks of Marvel Rivals. The patch and the meta is actually extremely friendly for the tanks this time around. Now, we start off where we left off, and that's season 1.5 in the Groot meta. Groot, in especially high rank play, is a must-pick tank in Vanguard in the game, is one of the best this season. And luckily, if you like Groot or you want to get into him, well, they didn't change anything about him, which came as a shock to most players within the game. He's still going to be very good at separating strategists from their team, the tank that likes to overextend too much, and then just has a perfect combo ult to mix well with just about any team lineup. Now, funny enough, not only was Groot the most picked Vanguard by a good amount in the Invitational and the Marvel Rival Championship, he also boasts some of the best win rates in high elo play that we can see from the hero hot list. Now, he can be a little bit intimidating to learn and play because, well, your big ass walls are going to stand out if you mess them up, but you're going to be rewarded with one of the best tanks in the game that have good damage, good setup potential, protection, and you can pretty much solo climb with this guy alone if you perfect him, which is not an easy task, but he's definitely sitting above the rest, or at least in the top of the meta in the Vanguard department. So grab your duelist friend, go into quick play, and get ready for some team wipes. Next up, the Master of Magnetism, Magneto, who yet again really didn't get anything nerf-wise to him outside of his ult being a little bit longer to charge, but in return, you're going to get a brand new team up with Emma Frost that is disgusting and should really add to his overall viability as if he already needed it. His ult is one of the best defensively against Hela, Star-Lord, and it's just great against Punisher in low ranks as well. But not only that, he's got the offensive output to really lead that front line as you want to. I know you don't want a solo tank, but if you're stuck in this situation, one of the best at it. And I think Magneto, the dude's the total package. Really good Vanguard, and there's just no reason. This is the season of Magneto, as many are calling it. It is the Hellfire season, and there is Krakoa. So, you know, the theme fits. Play Magneto. Next up, we've got the Vanguard that pretty much broke the internet. And of course, we're talking about Emma Frost. And let me tell you guys, the White Queen is... There are some characters like, I don't know, Mr. Fantastic, Human Torch. Like, are they going to be good? I don't know. She's damn insane, and she's definitely going to be a part of the meta this coming season. She's got kind of the full package as a tank, and she has Unstoppable, first of all, in diamond form, which is awesome for a Vanguard. You can't be stopped by really anything. We've seen this in like Punisher turret and or when the thing charges. I think like Mr. Fantastic has it when he does his little waddle. There's a couple people that have it, but she has full mobility of being able to move around and punish her enemies. She has great up close just pressure and aggression and damage, but also far away she can just split people in there with her like diamond pull-out ability and then burst that. Her ultimates can be fantastic for combo setups and disruption. There's really nothing she can't do, and I'm excited to dive in. I've got one of the best pros in the Vanguard department that we're going to make a guide together to really teach you everything you need to know about Emma Frost. But I expect her and Magneto to be one of the most played combos this season, and or she's going to be one of the most banned heroes probably in the higher ranks just because of having that entire, you know, package and being able to just slam down, stop abilities. You know, you would look at her in practice and think, well, can you pull some of that stuff off in live environment? And the answer is yes. And it doesn't take long to get good at her. I felt like I was smooth sailing after, like, I don't know, a couple of games. All right, next up, guys, we have The Thing. Now, I want to start out in this section and say, guys, if you don't see your favorite Vanguard on here, again, it doesn't mean they suck. Doctor Strange is still great. He does a lot of good things well, but these are the heroes that I think are going to have the biggest impact right now and in the given situation and meta. And although he was new last season, he's fit in quite well. He's avoided any bad nerfs, and this is probably one of the more easy heroes to play right now in Rivals. You just need to learn when to use the AoE punch and then the single punch. Add in some ultimate timing, when to jump and do some damage reduction, not go too far and get blasted full of bullets. But besides that, the guy's very straightforward and a very good bully and brawler within the game. And I think more people are going to kind of cling to him when Emma Frost inevitably does get banned. I think he's going to fit good with Magneto, and this is kind of what we did see in season 1.5 to end the season. The Thing really does everything well, and the higher you rank up within the game, the better he gets, because the smarter your strategists get, and the whole thing kind of snowballs. Next up, guys, we have Peni Parker, who received like every buff you could possibly want for the hero. Oh, Penny, guys, if Groot was the high elo pick for Vanguard because he could be a little bit tough to play, Penny, Diamond Below, guys, is gonna feast. I think she's gonna do well in most ranks, but first of all, you've got the movement reduction when firing. It can crit easily now, and then on top of that, she has 100 extra bonus health. This is gonna be the season to dominate with Peni Parker. Learn some cheeky spider nest placements, learn the basics of healing yourself and have that kind of self-sustain and survivability. And you kind of got everything. You got the full picture with her. Dude, I think that low elo is going to be a mess with Peni Parker, and she's probably going to be one of the best Vanguards to main. I honestly think outside of kind of a rubbish ultimate, Penny's got everything you would want in a Vanguard this season. Now, in every section, I do have a couple of maybes, right, that could do well this season. Captain America, I put on every single list when I make this type of video, and he kind of always booms at the beginning, and then he falls short. But I think with his extra survivability and 5% damage, he's going to be that much more threatening. I don't know if the meta is going to be perfect for him, but Captain America could easily be the Vanguard to shine this season. We just have to see how the team up works and as a hero, like how it feels losing that extra shield health a little bit. But I do think Cap has a great chance to shine. All right, so that's going to wrap it up for the Vanguards. Next up, we head into the Duelist. Now, first up on the list, to no surprise, guys, is the Goddess of Death, Hela. Listen, guys, there's not much to say. It's Hela. If you can aim even marginally good at your rank, congratulations, you're now a Hela main. She is and has been really the difference in Duelist and is one of the best heroes in the game. That's at pro play, at low rank, if you're smurfing, it doesn't really matter. Hela is going to be the pick that you want to play because of her dominant DPS and role that she plays. Her team up's good with Thor and Loki. Her ultimate's great to make space. Hela got a marginal mobility nerf in her Crow, but then they buffed her Soul Drainer, which is the setup for her CC, and a little bit of her spell damage when she throws all the thorns at once. There's really nothing she can't do well. And on top of that, guys, I think flyers are going to be a bit more prominent this season. Human Torch got a big buff. Iron Man. I'm not going to talk about them on today's list. I do want to give them a shout out. I think Iron Man and Torch's survivability that they added to them and other buffs is awesome, and I think it's gonna really help them out, but they haven't done anything to Hela, which makes me not put them on this list. Guys, Hela flat out was him last season, and she's still her now. She excels at cleaning up fights with clutch eliminations, punching squishy backliners. She also can keep tanks honest, forcing them to respect her constant pressure or get melted from a distance. It does in fact look like we are in for another hell of a season. All right, so if Hela was predictable, the next one I think is a bit more unpredictable, and that is Psylocke. Psylocke is one of those heroes that had her moment in Season 0, then kind of disappeared into the shadows. Fitting, really. Everything's perfect now. First of all, if you haven't played a lot of Psylocke, great kind of solo hero. You can play your own, game within a game. Know where the health packs are, you're going to be in good shape. But on top of that, Emma Frost is going to be in every damn lobby, and you now have access to one of the best team-ups. You lose the magic one, you gain a better one, but don't sleep on her. She will sneak into your backline, erase your strategist, and vanish before your team even blinks. Her ultimate isn't anything really flashy these days. You're not wiping teams, but you are deleting the right targets. On top of this, guys, she has one of the best burst combos in the game to instantly eliminate strategists, constantly pester the team, and honestly carry. All right, next up, guys, no joke, I think Mr. Fantastic might feast this season. Now, listen, I know I might have been personally responsible for putting him in F tier, and he's not exactly been the best hero to play right now, but I think he got everything he needed possible in the last balance update to make him competitive. Last season, he was there, kind of stretchy, kind of tanky, kind of damaging, but didn't really do much of anything. And really, guys, like mastering his playstyle means knowing when to stick to his normal form, applying constant pressure, peeling for your team, and dishing out sustained damage, and then when to hit the big form button and become the bully. On top of this, he's got some of the best survivability in the entire roster, and with his improved ultimate, he's no longer just a flexible pick, he's a threat. They adjusted his survivability, his damage, his health, and most importantly, his game flow and going in his big state and small state. And even if you played a lot of them, you're going to have to relearn kind of the ebb and flow of his gameplay loop, which makes it the perfect time to learn him as a hero. He's still going to suffer a little bit from that identity crisis of not being a Vanguard or a Duelist, kind of in the middle. but they've equipped him now with the things he needs to survive more, do a bit more damage, and just be this kind of pestering mess within rivals. He's already been good in console and low rank play, but I actually think this could be the season. Mr. Fantastic's not bad. Now, speaking of which, we've got another hero just like that in Moon Knight. Now, I want you to think about the biggest throw picks in the game, right? The worst duelist that you can conjure up. Oftentimes, people go right to Black Widow, maybe Human Torch, right? Sometimes Hawkeye in low rank. Moon Knight was responsible for being one of the worst duelists across every rank. Quick play, competitive, console, PC, Game Boy, it didn't matter. This guy sucked, but Moon Knight is a menace when the chaos starts. The second their team starts to group up, he's just diving in with some of the nastiest AoE damage in the game. His biggest issue from last season really is just his mobility, which they fixed with his upgraded grapple. And well, last season, after they kind of nerfed his ultimate to the ground, it felt like he was only bringing, like, I don't know, the crescent moon to the fight. But now, man, I'm telling you guys, full freaking moon. He's back with the vengeance, faster primary fire, better mobility, and praise Khonshu, actual damage on his ult. Now, do I think he's going to be where he was in season 1 at the beginning? No, because that ultimate was so good. But I do think he's going to actually be much better this time around. His plate's going to be full with Psylocke still rushing your face. He's going to struggle with what he does struggle with already. But his damage and his survivability now should outweigh that a little bit more. It might be a bit risky. We'll see how he pays out, but I think it's going to be worth it overall, and he might be getting a main spot again. So Hawkeye's always been the kind of sleeper pick, just silently deleting people from across the map. While everyone else is busy, like, watching flashy heroes do crazy ultimates, he continues to get the job done. And with the shield heavy meta finally stepping aside, I think Hawkeye has nothing but clean sightlines and soft targets. Now, I've always had Hawkeye as this sleeper pick, especially right now. Whenever you see Doctor Strange's stock go down, you know, Hawkeye is just going to go through the roof. But on top of that, the Rivals team loves this guy more than Hawkeye loves himself. He got nothing but buffs, and he was already doing just fine. And I think he might be one of the best heroes to counter what's going to be a very heavy Magneto and Emma Frost combo, because he doesn't give a damn about most of what they do, because he can be at a distance and just rain down the arrows, what he does best, and he's going to feel a bit smoother in this patch because of the buffs they gave him. Tanks, completely melted. Strategists, goodbye. DPS, don't peek. I'm telling you guys, I think Hawkeye is going to really go back to his season 0 roots and just face this season outside of if Dive really excels. And that could be because of a couple reasons, but mainly Namor, who's going to be our next hero. Let's go in and bring up the graphic. This guy, this piece of work, this Atlantean SeaWorld looking Aquaman is the bane of every Dive player's existence. While his main busted slow turret from the Luna team up is now gone, RIP chilling charisma. Don't shed too many tears, guys. His new Gamma turret hits like a truck. This thing melts, guys. Like, when this is positioned right, I'm telling you, it does so much freaking damage. It's a little bit less inconspicuous than the old one. You got a big green beam now, but paired up with just Namor's already good kid, and you've got also just top tier supports like Luna combined with the Groot. I mean, you still have some of the best meta picks that synergize with them. It makes them an easy choice. If you're looking for that hero that can carry while barely getting your feet wet, Namor's your guy. Last but not least, we've got Spider-Man. Now listen, if you are at low rank play, you see a lot of this guy. He just dominates. He's on an account he shouldn't be on, in a rank he shouldn't be at, and Spider-Man just reigns hell and supreme. And I think he's going to do so even more so this season. Him and Venom together, and now a great Peni Parker, is one of the best team-ups in the game. And I swear to God, Spider-Man players are just getting better and better as they continue to play this damn game. In Season 5, we're all done. But for now, I think he's going to be one of the better ones to start picking up and learning. Yes, his skill ceiling is very high, but if you do want to live up to that challenge, you're going to get rewarded with what I think is going to be one of the better duelists right now to have not only kind of solo carry potential, but Namor's slow turret gone and a bunch of his biggest counters like Bucky's hook and the Soulbound and Loki's lanterns, all those getting nerfed in some way. Spider-Man, he's ready to go. He's just so good at diving in, deleting a key target or 2 or even 3, and then zipping out like nothing happened. Or dying. It doesn't really matter. He can respawn, get back to the fight before his victim does, and then you kind of either continue to snowball the team from there, or your team can pick up the scraps. Listen, I hate him as much as you do, but the good news is in now gold rank and above, you can ban. So get rid of him. Get him the hell out. All right, last but not least, guys, we move on to the strategist. Now, with the strategist, we're going to be pretty quick here, guys, but you can't really go wrong with most picks. Pretty much all of them are going to have a reason to pick them. But we start off with Loki, who did get a 5-second increase in his rune stones. But other than that, he's still going to remain as one of the best strategists to play right now. He's got it all, man. Top tier healing, sneaky good damage, and is one of the most versatile ultimates in the entire game. But honestly, what I think really makes Loki shine and is kind of underrated is just how ridiculously hard he is to kill. He's got so many different abilities to sneak out or teleport out, or just keep himself alive with his own lanterns. If you want the support that can heal, he can deal, and this is a good one. Never kneel. Loki's the gold standard. Now, if that doesn't get you to hit the subscribe button, I don't know what will. His ultimate is what just keeps him relevant forever, which is going to take us right into the next. They're a 1-2 punch, 1-2 package. Luna Snow. Listen, guys, Luna Snow is another hero just like Hawkeye. I think the devs just love. The ultimate, having 40% damage, 40% healing at the same time. Good CC, you can keep yourself up. She's the heal bot of rivals, and she's going to continue to do so. Yes, you know, Namor and her don't have that synergy as much, but everything else about her keeps her as one of the best strategists within the game. Teaming her up in most comp lineups, she never feels like the off pick. Her healing is going to continue to stand above the rest. And the best part is, guys, she's not going to be banned as much because, well, the whole Namor thing. Last couple guys, we've got Invisible Woman. Listen, guys, Sue Storm is still going to be cooking this season. She fit in perfectly when she came into the game, and she's still thriving as this hero that can do it all. Being able to have that push mechanic to help out your team that much more. You've got the portable shields to keep your deadly duelists alive and well and thriving and getting eliminations. Her ultimate can be used at a range, and you don't have to put yourself in harm's way to keep your team sustained, and it's one of the best. Invisible Woman does have a high skill ceiling, but it's rewarded with some of the best damage and overall healing that we do see within the game. She was the most picked support across nearly every single rank, and it's pretty easy to see why. Her kit just checks every box. She might be invisible, but her impact on the game couldn't be more obvious. All right, so Mantis is an interesting pick. I think Mantis has always been pretty good, and the health nerf could be more significant than we think. But I think this is the season to start learning Mantis, because the double stacking of her health orbs and damage orbs might be the craziest thing. And there were some good things in that patch, but might be the best thing that we saw by a country mile. I think that just managing your team and being this kind of master facilitator is going to be her new role, and she's going to stand out from others. Her damage boost helps enable your best players, but then you can also give yourself that if you think you're the best player to pump out even more damage. All of this combined makes me think Mantis might be one of the best heroes, not only in pro play, but in high elo and even down in low rank. All right, last up, guys, is my kind of like I think so pick, and that is Rocket Raccoon. Yes, he loses the infinite ammo with Winter Soldier. He did lose his uniqueness with his ultimate, his mobility. But his healing now, I'm telling you guys, is insane. And he's got a defensive ultimate now to just fit in more team lineups. So I think if you didn't want to play him because people would get mad at you, you're not going to get that as much anymore because of how good his ultimate is going to feel in a general ranked game. Now, I'm not talking about you guys that have coordinated stuff going on and you played Rocket with the 40% damage to go through support ultimates. This is a Rocket for everybody, is what I feel like this was meant to do. Now, think of it as you will, but Rocket Raccoon at the very least got the respect upgrade. Because, come on, guys, like, let's be honest. He was good, but he was still treated like the punchline of every support crew. I'm telling you guys, he could go from their teammates saying, like, Rocket's fault, Rocket switch, what are you doing, to, yo, someone pick Rocket. All right, guys, that's going to do it. Listen, if I didn't talk about a hero you love, it's okay. I think they're great still. These are the ones I think are hot and on the rise. It could be a perfect fit for you this season. Have a good one. Have a great one. Till the next one. Happy rivaling. Subscribe also if you haven't. That'd be awesome.